The story of Eliza Lam's mysterious disappearance and tragic death became very popular on the internet. Netflix even made a documentary showing how strange the case was. Journalists love to add mystery to these kinds of events. The fact that this case was not properly closed by the police only helps the media. However, if we carefully analyze all the details of this story, we can see many logical explanations. Eliza Lam was 21 years old. She was born in China. Eliza's family was a nuclear family. There were no other family members besides her father, mother, and sister. In 2003, she immigrated from China to Vancouver, Canada, with her entire family. There was a large migration from China to Vancouver. Because of this, Eliza's family did not have difficulty adapting to the new city. Lam's family soon rented a small Chinese restaurant in the city they lived in. They had a calm and stable life. According to the restaurant's regular customers and neighbors, Lam and her family were very kind people. Eliza Lam's life was going quite well. She was a first-year student at the University of British Columbia, which ranks 40th among universities worldwide. She spoke good English, was responsible, and hard-working. Eliza worked part-time at a clothing store. After a short time, she found a job at a bank. One of her hobbies was traveling alone. She had visited some states in America and tourist destinations by herself. Her next dream was to go to Los Angeles, Hollywood. In December 2012, Eliza broke up with her boyfriend. In January 2013, she received the Christmas Award given by the university for being one of the best students. During this period, Eliza told her sister that she wanted to rest a little and go on vacation to America again because she had recently broken up with her boyfriend. Moreover, she had enough money for this. Eliza's family was not opposed to this request. They trusted her because they knew she always acted wisely. Eliza arrived in Los Angeles on January 26th and checked into the Cecil Hotel. Choosing this hotel became the worst decision of the young girl's life. Let's talk about some interesting details about the hotel. The Cecil Hotel was originally built in the 1920s for wealthy people and businessmen. However, later the hotel owners changed the room rental policy. They began renting rooms at low prices for long-term stays. After this decision, the hotel's reputation declined very rapidly. The Cecil Hotel became a hotel cheaper than a 3-star rating. Due to these low prices, people with low social status began using the hotel more frequently. Serial killer Richard Ramirez and deviant Jack Unterweger, who would later give the hotel its dark reputation, changed the fate of the Cecil Hotel. Ramirez stayed at the hotel several times. He saw himself as part of Satanism. He killed a total of 19 people who had nothing to do with each other. His victims included men, women, elderly people, and children. Ramirez frequently stayed in cheap hotels. However, he did not kill anyone at the Cecil Hotel. Jack Unterweger was a very popular journalist in Europe. He wrote many books and once hosted a crime television program. An investigation was launched into a maniac who killed prostitutes in Vienna. Jack wrote articles about this investigation and helped the police. Even after it was revealed that he himself was responsible for the murders, he continued writing articles about himself. Eventually, it was revealed that he had killed 11 prostitutes. In 1991, Jack stayed at the Cecil Hotel. He killed 3 prostitutes in Los Angeles. However, all of the murders occurred outside the hotel. Many suicide cases also took place at the Cecil Hotel. Helen Gurney jumped from a 7th-floor window in 1954. She had a serious illness and was tired of fighting it. Julia Moore jumped from an 8th-floor window in 1972. The reason for her suicide was her financial difficulties and becoming pregnant by a man who rejected her child. Pauline Otten jumped from a ninth-floor window. The reason was an argument with her husband. Pauline fell onto Georgia Gianni, who was walking on the sidewalk at that moment. Both of them died. Another dark chapter in the hotel's history was the murder of a guest. Goldie Osgood was found dead in her hotel room in 1964. She had been brutally beaten and raped. This murder remains unsolved. All these horrific events in the hotel's history were exaggerated by journalists in the Eliza Lam case. Journalists described the Cecil Hotel as a place where evil and supernatural forces gathered. Frankly, traditional media wanted attention as always. They ignored illogical headlines and reports. Due to the hotel's location, the disadvantaged Skid Row area was nearby. In the 1940s, 50% of crimes in Los Angeles were committed in this area. Skid Row was a real problem for the city. The area attracted serial killers. These unusual suicide cases could also have logical explanations. After all, it was a cheap hotel in Los Angeles. It was often used by people with financial problems or unstable lifestyles. Such an environment increased the possibility of encountering dangerous people or criminals. Returning to Eliza Lam's story, she checked into the hotel on January 26th and was supposed to leave on February 1st. According to hotel staff, Eliza behaved normally. She did not make any requests and spent most of her time outside the hotel. Between January 26th and 29th, police could not determine exactly what she was doing. However, on January 29th, Eliza wrote a short post on Tumblr saying she was staying in a terrible hotel, meaning old rather than dangerous. She said it was built in 1928, was Art Deco, and actually beautiful, even stating that the movie The Grand Budapest Hotel should have been filmed there. Eliza's activities on January 30th are unknown. On January 31st, hotel staff saw her in the lobby talking to her family. Later that day, around noon, she went to a bookstore. On February 1st, Eliza did not call her family. She had a very close relationship with them. She had promised to call them every day. Her father waited all day, and in the evening, he called her himself, but she did not answer. Around 8 p.m., he called the hotel reception. The receptionist said her stay had ended that day and her room had been cleared because she had not extended her stay. The hotel staff did not know where Eliza was. After this, the Lam family immediately went to the police, who filed a missing person report. On February 4th, the case was transferred from the Missing Persons Department to the Homicide and Major Crimes Department. The reason for this is unknown, as there was no confirmed evidence of murder at that time. Possibly, police took this step as a precaution due to the hotel's past. Senior detectives became involved. On February 5th, detectives went to the hotel. 2 trained search dogs were brought in. The entire building was searched, including restricted technical floors. These floors required special keys and were protected by high-security electronic locks and alarms. There were no signs of forced entry. The investigation continued. Detectives reviewed all hotel cameras, nearby ATM cameras, and street footage. They analyzed approximately 800 hours of footage. Eventually, they found disturbing elevator footage recorded just hours before Eliza's death. Eliza's behavior in the elevator appeared abnormal. Detectives stated that supernatural theories were false. Some people claimed the video was altered. Parts were slowed down, others sped up, and the date and time were hidden. Some believed another person might have been present and removed from the footage. Some detectives believed Eliza was flirting with someone unseen. This person could have been a new boyfriend or her killer. Eliza was not seen on any other cameras, not even leaving the hotel. Canadian records revealed Eliza had been diagnosed with bipolar disorder, but it was mild and posed no threat. She had brought her medication with her. On February 19th, an important development occurred. Hotel guests complained about strange-smelling discolored water. The hotel had 4 water tanks on the roof, each holding 7,500 liters. A maintenance worker checked the tanks and found a body floating in one of them. Firefighters and police arrived and removed the body. The operation was broadcast live on the news. The body was identified as Eliza Lam. Clothing was found in the tank. Her wallet, phone, and glasses were never found. The autopsy revealed scratches on her legs and evidence of recent sexual activity. There was no water in her lungs. She did not drown. Police ruled it a drowning, but this was incorrect. No drugs or alcohol were found in her system. On June 21st, the LAPD closed the case, ruling it a suicide linked to bipolar disorder. This conclusion caused widespread speculation. Was everything truly mysterious? Or was there a logical explanation? We will never know.